Cool. Now that we already saw this, the output from the tool Nikto, now we want to understand how we can just store this information just to be analyzed later or even to be attached to a potential report for the organization. And well, in the terminal is not very useful, especially because once I close the terminal and I open it again, the information won't be there. Okay, I basically lost information and I will need to run the command again so I can get the same output. And so we want to just store this information. The first thing is that some tools, or many tools, they have some kind of some reporting capabilities already there in the same code. Okay, Nikto is one of them, and there is a way to just store this information in a report, and even in a format that is way more friendly for us to see. So to do that, we'll be using this um, this argument and this name is just an example. Okay, if we review the documentation, when we wrote like the h argument, and we saw the many options, we will find this one. Okay, when we pass the host, after we pass the host argument, probably even we can change the order and it's okay. You can also use the argument lowercase o, and we pass the name of a file. Okay, this is basically the output. You want a report, an output report, and it will be stored in this file. Nikto has a different number of formats that it supports, and we can even be very specific. And there is another argument that is like format, and we can, I don't know, HTML, for instance, or TXT, or there are a couple others that Nikto offers. However, if we are not specifying that file extension, that format, the file extension will be enough for Nikto to guess. Okay, and in this case, I'm just choosing any name that I want to. In this case, Nikto test.htm, because if I do that, the file will be stored in HTML format. Okay, it will again run all of the test. It will take a couple of seconds and all of that. But with the difference that at the end, I'm not only seeing information in the screen, but also I will generate this report file. I will pause the video again for 5 seconds. And there we are. Okay, nothing new so far. The same information on screen. However, if I go to the folder where this is running, every time I run the terminal and do nothing else, I'm working in my home directory. Okay, so I can go to the File Explorer, open folder. It's okay. Okay, we'll be here in our home in that same home directory, and among all the files or in the folders in this case, we'll find niktotest.htm, the one we created. And if we just double click this thing, we'll have our report in a way more friendly format compared to the terminal one. So this is one trick or one feature of Nikto specifically to work to produce reports. Okay, and then that file we can transfer that to our main computer, or we work everything in Kali. It's fine, whatever you works for you the best. However, not all tools have these kind of reporting features. So in that case, a couple of tricks might be interesting to have. The first one, I'm going super basic, super easy. We can just highlight the what we want to store. We can just copy selection, and we can just bring a text editor. Text editor. This will be something very similar to Notepad, and just paste. Okay, and with that, yes, it's super small, but with this I can just write off the file. I don't know, Nikto text report.txt. Why not? And once we do this, yeah, we just store this information. It's very rudimentary, very basic, but it works in some cases. Sometimes the output of the tools will be so long that it will be very difficult to do this. Okay, this output was very small. We will need to scroll a little bit, but that's it. But it's not always the case. In those cases, when we don't have any feature to just generate a report automatically, and it would be annoying to highlight all the text to copy and paste into a text editor, another option is just to run the command. Imagine this one without the report generation. I only want the information that I'm seeing on the screen, but instead of seeing that in the screen, I want to store this information in a file. So in that case, I write the command, the symbol, like bigger than space, and I put another Nikto report take 2.txt, and if I hit enter, I won't see anything on screen, because what this modification of the command is doing is to, instead of showing me on the screen the output of this tool, is writing that into that text file. Okay, so for a couple of other tools that we might use during SAFETAG that had a lot of text in their output, it might be a better option to do something like this in case those tools they don't have already a reporting mechanism or something like that. I will pause again the video for a little bit, and there we are. We saw nothing. None of this. No, it's not on screen because it was stored in that file. I'm going back to the file explorer, and I'm already seeing that two text files were created. The first one, Nikto text report. This was the one we created, just copying and pasting from the screen, so no surprises. And the other one is Nikto report take 2 that we created with this command here. So if I double click on here, yeah, I will see the actual output. It's kind of a little bit more friendly, given that it's so small that I can see the lines where they are. However, whatever works for you. If you feel that you want to prefer this approach, it's fine. It's very used in for people more familiar with Linux. This yeah, it's done all the time. However, my recommendation would be, if the tool already has some form of reporting feature, and it can generate, I don't know, HTML or PDF or something more appealing to the eye, it would be better. But it's good to have options. Okay, so now you know a couple of different ways to generate these reports or gather the information and document it for future analysis. Yeah.